In a cozy little village nestled under a sky that shimmered like a bowl of spilled glitter, lived a girl named Lila with a heart as big as a bouncy castle. Her best friend was Teddy, a plush bear with button eyes that winked in the sunlight and fur that smelled faintly of cinnamon rolls. One sunny morning, Teddy vanished from Lila's bed, leaving behind only a tuft of fluff and a mysterious giggle echoing from the window. "Where did you go, you sneaky bear?" Lila whispered, her curly pigtails bouncing as she grabbed her explorer hat, a floppy polka-dotted masterpiece. Little did she know, Teddy's disappearance was the start of a wild adventure into a world where toys came alive. Would Lila find her cuddly companion, or would she stumble into a toyland trap? With her hat perched proudly, Lila tiptoed outside, where the grass tickled her toes like tiny feathers. The village buzzed with oddities, flowers that hummed lullabies, a mailbox that hiccuped letters, and a breeze that carried whispers of "follow us." Clutching a map she'd drawn on a napkin, Lila followed the giggles to a glowing hedge that hadn't been there yesterday. Pushing through, she gasped as the world flipped upside down. Trees hung from the sky, their leaves dripping honey, and a river of sparkling lemonade gurgled below. In the distance, Teddy's red bow tie bobbed like a tiny flag. "Teddy!" Lila shouted, but the hedge snapped shut behind her. Was she trapped in this upside-down wonderland forever? As Lila waded through the lemonade river, her boots squishing with every step, a parade of toys marched toward her. There was a toy soldier with a trumpet for a nose, a ballerina doll with springs for legs, and a jack-in-the-box that popped out with a raspberry blow. Leading them was a chubby puppet named Pip, his wooden face painted with a mischievous grin. "Welcome to Toytopia," Pip chirped, his strings jingling. "Teddy's been whisked away by the great toy wizard for a grand game. Want to play?" Lila's eyes widened. The great toy wizard? A game? What if the game was rigged and Teddy was lost for good? Pip led Lila through a forest of candy canes, where lollipop trees swayed and peppermint bark crunched underfoot. They reached a towering castle made of building blocks, its turrets wobbling with every gust. Inside, the great toy wizard, a towering figure with a clockwork beard and eyes like spinning tops, sat on a throne of plush pillows. To win Teddy back, the wizard boomed, his voice like a music box, "You must solve 3 toy-tastic trials." The first trial appeared, a giant hopscotch board with squares that sang when stepped on. Lila hopped, her laughter mixing with the tunes, but one wrong step made the board shake. Could she master the musical maze, or would she tumble into a toy trap? Lila nailed the hopscotch, earning a cheer from the toy parade, and moved to the second trial, a puzzle of spinning tops that whirled in a dizzying dance. Each top held a piece of Teddy's bow tie, and Lila had to catch them mid-spin. Her hat flew off as she twirled, grabbing red fabric with sticky fingers. The tops giggled, speeding up, but Lila's determination shone like a beacon. She clutched the last piece just as a top bonked her nose. "Ouch," she giggled, victorious. The wizard clapped, his clockwork beard ticking louder. But what awaited in the final trial? Something even trickier. The third trial was a treasure hunt in a room of bouncy balloons, each hiding a clue. Lila bounced high, her pigtails flapping like wings, as she popped balloons that squeaked and spat confetti. One balloon revealed a note, "Look where the moon kisses the floor." Peering down, Lila saw Teddy's reflection in a puddle, but when she reached, the room flipped again. She landed in a starry cave, where Teddy sat on a rock, surrounded by glowing fireflies. "Lila," he squeaked, his button eyes sparkling. But a shadow loomed, a giant jack-in-the-box with jagged teeth. Would this monster steal Teddy again, or could Lila save the day? With a brave yell, Lila tackled the jack-in-the-box, its lid snapping shut as she hugged Teddy tight. The fireflies buzzed in celebration, lighting the cave like a disco. The great toy wizard appeared, his clockwork beard now spinning with joy. "You've won with courage and heart," he declared, handing Lila a golden key. The cave dissolved and they were back in Toytopia, where the toy parade threw a party with jellybean rain. Lila danced with Teddy, his bow tie restored, but a new giggle echoed. A silver yo-yo rolled by, winking at her. What new adventure was calling from Toytopia's depths? Back home, Lila tucked Teddy into bed, his cinnamon scent filling the room. The village slept under a glittery sky, but Lila's explorer hat sat ready by her pillow. She whispered, "Next time we'll be ready, Teddy." The napkin map glowed faintly, hinting at more toyland tales. The next day, Lila's friends gathered in her treehouse, eager for the story. She held up Teddy, and the room filled with gasps and giggles as she recounted the upside-down rivers and bouncy balloons. But as she spoke, a tiny toy car zoomed across the floor, leaving a trail of sparkles. What mystery would it lead them to next? The adventure of the lost teddy bear became a legend in the village, with kids reenacting the hopscotch and balloon pops. Lila's treehouse turned into a clubhouse, where every toy had a tale. Teddy's button eyes winked at the moon each night, as if guarding secrets of Toytopia. One evening, a letter floated down, written in jelly bean ink. "The wizard invites you back." Lila's heart raced. With Teddy in tow, she knew more magic awaited. The village hummed with excitement, and the glittery sky twinkled with promise. Would Lila's next journey be even wilder than the last?